I'm Big Cal and welcome to my world. Ever since the end of Wrestling View's weekly wrestling roundup weekly show, I've been trying to think of a new wrestling weekly show to do. Unfortunately, given the fact that wrestling right now is pretty damn awful, I was having a hard time coming up with any ideas because I barely watch the weekly shows, I barely watch the pay-per-views. So what could I do in a weekly format revolving wrestling? Well, I came up with the answer, and you may have guessed if you noticed these. These are some of my favourite wrestling video games. Got Raw 2 for the Xbox, Day of Reckoning 2 for the GameCube, and Smackdown Here Comes the Pain for the PlayStation 2. However, this new weekly series is going to be focusing on a different game. It will be Smackdown vs Raw 2006 for the PlayStation 2. More specifically, the General Manager mode. What I propose is that we have a weekly General Manager mode show that is interactive. So what that means is you guys make the decisions and I simply play them out on the game, record the footage and do a weekly video on it. So, what do you have to do for this? Simply put, all you have to do is comment below this video, be it on YouTube, on wrestlingview.co.uk, bigcalsworld.co.uk or wherever else I might post the video. Or send me an email, bigcal@wrestlingview.co.uk or bigcal@bigcalsworld.co.uk, and tell me, first of all, what brand shall we be the General Manager of? Are we going to be the General Manager of SmackDown or are we going to be the General Manager of Raw? And then, depending on which brand we choose, the SmackDown brand has the Cruiserweight Championship and the Raw brand has the Women's Championship, so there are slight differences in what the roster will be. As far as the roster goes, the game recommends you choose between 12 and 20 to start off with. 20 is the maximum that you can do in the original draft. So what I want you to do is look at a list of names which I will be posting in the description for the video. The list of names for the roster for the entire game that we can choose from. And what you want to do is simply put, list them in order from the from the person you want me to draft the most to the one you want me to draft the least, in order. And that way, when I go through the actual draft in the General Manager mode, the game will determine who goes first, me or the computer, and then we get one draft picked each. So the first draft pick, you might want me to pick John Cena, for example. The computer might get to go first, the computer might pick John Cena first. So what I would do then for the first draft pick is go down to number 2 on the list, which could be The Undertaker. And then I'll draft The Undertaker, and that's how it'll go until we fill up all 20 spots. So just keep in mind when you list your roster that you want me to draft, depending on which brand you picked, Raw or SmackDown obviously, try and pick some of the Divas rather high up for the Raw brand and some of the Cruiserweights rather high up for the SmackDown brand, and that way we have a decent division. As far as the champions are concerned, we can name them right after we draft the roster, but I'm going to leave this until the very first pay-per-view where we build up to some title matches. So, today is the 8th, I believe, of May. So what I'm going to do is give you until the 18th of May. The 18th of May to come up with the roster and the brand that we're going to choose. That way I can put this video out as many places as possible, try and hype it, and hopefully if you like this idea you'll share this video with other people, let other people know. Try and get as many people involved as humanly possible for this series. The more people the better. So you have until the 18th of May to simply comment below or send me an email. Let me know which brand you want and the roster in order of people that you want me to choose the first and the least. Simple. I'll be posting all this information in the description just in case it's not too clear when I say it, but hopefully it is. And once the whole roster reveal has been done on the 18th, I will obviously post a video showing the roster, and it will officially get started with the first show from there. So I hope all that makes sense. I'm Big Cal, thanks for watching, I'll see you again real soon.